really bored right now. I think I'm gonna make a true crime video, but I do my makeup during it. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Genuinely, who the fuck says that? Who's like, oh, my 9 to 5 isn't going good for me. Let's start doing glitter eyeshadow and detailing gruesome murders. What? Like, and also, how do you explain that to people? How do you go up to people and go, what do you do for work now? I'm like James Charles, but more perverted. Well, James Charles talked to minors. So I guess, like, nah, it's a different kind of perverted. Anyways, if you couldn't tell, this video is about true crime. I'm using quotes, true crime documentaries who do makeup or like, come with me, here's a true crime story, mysterious murderer, or like they give them like the weirdest fucking names. They're like, Jacksaw murderer, ripped what, and they're like, it was a dark, cloudy day. What are we doing? What are we doing? Go get the job. Apply. Go on Indeed. I have 0 subscribers. This is not an ad. I tried Indeed. Did not fucking work. Okay? Did not work. But then again, I'm not that old, and it was not successful. So they kept telling me, do you want to be a nurse? No. I haven't gone to nursing school. No, let me kill all your patients. How about that? Let's go do that. Yes. Anyways. Let's act serious. Let's act serious. So, I follow true crime. I used to be really into it. Now, it really depends on the creator. Because for the most part, I've come to a point where just the majority of true crime YouTube channels specifically are fucking weird. They're just like, it's off-putting. You should be off-putting. Sorry. It's weird and it's off-putting that this grown-ass adult is talking about these people who were murdered. And sometimes they're children who were killed, children who were assaulted. You know what I mean. Just these horrific stories of people. And they talk about it like it's okay. It's like when you're at like a family dinner and your aunt's about to spill like the family lore that no one tells you about, and that's why your 7th cousin doesn't come around anymore. He cheated on his wife, and then she left him for his boss, and then he moved to Bermuda and he started a scam company. Yeah, that's what he's doing. Like, that's the shit they do. Like, it's some like drama tea. Like, this is like shocking. Like, this is like, it is shocking, but it's not just shocking. It's sad. It's sad that these people were murdered. Were murdered. They're dead, and their families are still out there. And some of these people have children. Some of these people have nieces, nephews. Some of these people have family, and you're out here using their name and going, it was a dark day. She was walking home, and let me just talk about the killer for the next 20 minutes and beyond. Like, let's, like, really, do you guys, like, do you call up the families when you post a video and you just explain to them, yeah, I know your mom was brutally murdered by her ex-boyfriend, but I'm gonna do a glitter eyeshadow palette tutorial while talking about her death? Is that okay? No? Okay, fuck you. Like, that's the shit y'all do. And you're like, and you had this look on your face. It's like, get the fuck out of here. I'm sorry, that's disrespectful. And these people don't take it. They just get the comments and they're like, oh. You know what another thing is? Not everyone should be true crime reporters. I don't care if you're doing fucking James Charles makeup looks in there. Why is it that, like, TikTokers who posted irrelevant content, like TikTokers who use like weird audios or like did like video trends are now horror story and true crime people? You are not. No. And they're like, hello, you all true crime obsessed nerds. You guys are not normal. You're not normal. And everyone's like, comments like, I'm so weird. I like you. Yes, you are weird. You are weird that you consume this on a daily basis. Unless you, actually, I'm not gonna say that. Unless you're like a psychology student who plans on researching these people even then, so I don't think a psychology student would watch these videos because they would realize how truly disrespectful they are. And they're not actually all that fucking informative. Okay? They're not. You can open a book. You can read an article. But you guys are out here. But you talk about this killer for like 20 fucking minutes. Let me ask. When you guys get 2 million views on this, does the funding go to the families? Does the funding go to places that help women suffering from domestic violence? Because a lot of the victims on your channels are those people, women who are being beaten. And call me, actually no, this isn't a crazy take. I'm not gonna say that. This is a normal fucking take. I'm sorry, but your channels reek of misogyny. They reek of misogyny. And women are like, and I've seen women that are like, well, I just want to know what's out there because, you know, I'm a woman and this could happen to me. Get a taser. Get a taser. Go to a self-defense class. But at this point, you are obsessing over these women's killers. You are not obsessing over these women's. These women's? You're not obsessing over these women. If you did genuinely care about these women, are you going out there and volunteering for domestic violence shelters? Are you starting support groups? Are you using donations? Do you care about these women, or do you just find their deaths entertaining? Self-reality check here. You find their deaths entertaining. And let's go beyond that. We look into modern day. If you did not know, there's a few channels that I will watch. There's one channel who's a psychologist and he analyzes these events and he gives actual educational answers. That's okay, because you're learning from that. You're taking this information and you are learning from it. And this isn't, no, don't go and call me hypocritical. Well, man, you as a woman, what are you learning hearing about how a man dismembered someone? Genuinely, what are you learning about your own self-protection? And if I ask you about these things, you can name the killer, 2 seconds. I ask you about the victims, you're like, maybe her name was Cheryl? I don't know. But this is actually a bigger jab at the creators. So I mean, why do you... You know, not everyone should be a true crime creator. Not everyone. It should be a very small community. Very small. And you're like, how do you sleep at night? I'm being so for real. I'm being so honest. How do you sleep at night? Knowing that you make videos that fucking weirdos jank off to. Because that's the truth. Because of accounts like these that don't focus on the victims, that don't humanize the victims, that go one and done and then talk 20 minutes about the killer, you guys are inspiring and encouraging weirdos out there to do these things. And you can look at it, research it. Modern day killers, you will find in their search history hundreds of true crime videos. Hey, I'm not saying they're watching the little makeup videos, but they're engaging and obsessing over this content because it makes them feel powerful. You are making weirdos feel encouraged to dismember women. So don't go and say, oh, it's just spreading awareness. Are you helping these families? Are you helping these families genuinely? No, you're not. You're not. Yeah. And going back to, like, I'm not gonna name, but you all know who I'm talking about. You all know who I'm talking about. And, like, some of you have no business going out here and making your little true crime videos. Because you're doing fucking weird millennial shit. You're doing weird millennial shit. You're going like, hello, paranormal freaks. Just kidding, I love you. And then you talk about how people were gruesomely murdered. That's great. That's wonderful. That's amazing. Your parents must be so proud. Like, genuinely, do something that's good with your time. Please. Now, I'm losing track, okay? But going back to how these videos inspire killers. It's true. You can research things. There are several serial killers who were found to have watched these videos. There's actually true crime people who report on these. When I'm like, true crime teen killer inspired by murderer kills people. Yeah, because you guys create this content. You create this content for people to engage in, for people to obsess over. And before you take words out of my mouth, I think that some of it is educational, but you gotta do it the right way. First off the bat, don't go over the victims like, she was a lovely person, she liked birds. No, that's not it. Yes, you're talking about the victim for 5 seconds, but their life was not worth that. Their life was worth so much more. They deserve a deeper dive. They deserve to be heard about. Not only should you be talking about these victims more, you should also be finding resources to help the families of said victims, or finding groups that are relevant to the victim's case. What? You actually have to support people? It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, fuck, I messed up. Okay, let's go back. Welcome, paranormal freaks. Yeah. Okay, get this shit off me. Yeah, that's my take. I'm not even gonna edit this. I'm just gonna post this. Because I don't want to see like 12 minutes of myself talking. I don't want to do that, actually. But yeah, that's my take for the day. Not everyone should be a true crime poster. Actually, there should be, like, you should have a degree in psychology or criminology if you're gonna start a true crime podcast. Or you should at least be working with the families or working with people to help them. And what I like about, there's some true crime creators out there who work on active cases, who research these cases. And so, like, if a person goes mysteriously missing, or if they're going missing, these creators will research and spread awareness and ask for help and go in contact with the families. That is true. That's true appreciation for what you do, because you know the impact it has. I think you true crime creators don't. The majority of you are fucking around with a pen, going on YouTube, doing what? Doing what? What are you doing? You're saying the same shit about 50 other ladies in their basements have said. That was a great take, Alyssa. Wow. Spent 20 minutes talking about another serial killer. And how he was so smart and how he evaded the police. What was this victim's name again? Oh, right, you didn't name them. Yeah, okay. That's great. And also, I just threw the name Alyssa out there. I don't know any true crime podcaster named Alyssa. I don't, actually. Well, now I'm laughing and I'm making myself look guilty. I don't. I'm being serious. In the eyes, I'm being serious.